last year Fashion Week, like there's multiple fashion weeks, but this was for the September one.
Okay.
We had a client that's a beauty brand.
Right.
And we were trying to, get them placed in Fashion Week just because we figured, they can be an official sponsor or an official brand for one of the fashion designers. I was able to connect with another publicist who was representing a really strong fashion brand at the moment. Right. And she was interested. They were like, we'd love to work with you all.
Right.
What's on the table? And, I explained to them how the brand had this amount of budget, XYZ. Right. And honestly, they got back to me like a day of me emailing them, which was unheard of. Mm-hmm. So I get back to the client. I'm super excited. I'm giving them the options. Crickets. Then I'm like, okay. I was like, okay, maybe they're just thinking about it. Right. I've learned to be patient. I give people like at least 24 hours, 48 hours. So I got back to her like maybe a day or a half later. I'm like, hey, were you all still interested in being featured during Fashion Week? We found this brand that even if you all don't provide financial sponsorship, they're also interested in product sponsorship, and maybe like the CEO can attend the show or whatever. Still crickets. So later on, now it's like a week, and I'm like, okay, I have to get an answer because I don't want the other PR agency to look at us shady. Like, exactly. Right. And then when I got to them, they're like, yeah, it's just not a fit for us at the moment. And it was
wait, they asked you to reach out to them?
This is the perfect fit.
They asked you to reach out?
Like, so when we had our client touch base, it was like, hey, we would love to be considered for Fashion Week. Yeah. So
you went and go.
Yeah,
you started doing your job, and I don't think it's a fit. It sounds like cold feet, or like they just got scary.
And then it was just to find out that they didn't have the product capacity for it, which was fine, but they didn't communicate that to us. So like, when things change, exactly.
I was going to say, do you feel like maybe there's like an embarrassment factor of like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh, we thought we were ready and we're not, and maybe that's why they didn't communicate it. I'm just trying to like.
But why is ghosting like sometimes?
People ghost.
You know what? You want to know about ghosting?
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like
people ghost in business, but it's I think it's because it's a embarrassment thing. It's like because it's nothing to just communicate what's going on if you are comfortable with whatever comes with that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people. I mean, think about it, bro.
It's like an unspoken. I'm just saying. I'm not disagreeing. It's like an unspoken embarrassment. It's like, yo, please don't press me out. Just accept the ghost.
That's what I was gonna say. Like a lot of people, they don't want to explain the situation. They just don't want to reply. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to have to explain this. Right. So I'm just not gonna say anything. You know what I'm saying?
I really be following up to make sure. Don't ever say I ghosted you.
Yeah.
See the messages you do not respond to. All right. I just want you to know.
I just want you to know that I wrote you.
I wrote you many times. Email, text. All right, cool. I can get a message.
No, that's a good point. And so honestly, the general subject of all of that would just be, or the general point of a client who wouldn't be ready is if you don't know like the direction you want your brand to head in, like the core direction. Of course, things always grow and evolve. Sure. But if you don't have like a solid identity, you'll probably drive your publicist crazy. You want to have a solid identity. Right. And then also, if you don't have the capacity. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's sense. Really just a year for your business to come up with systems and teams and grow, and your budget has to go to that. It's better than trying to like nickel and dime people for things you don't really want.
Early.